So before I start this video, I'm going to say, when I do these videos, I do have my doubts and I do have insecurities that obviously I'm going to overcome in time. Whereas at the moment, I'm doing my best to overcome them, to work through them. However, this video is going to be about traveling the world and going to different locations. So I have in the Americas been to LA, California, Vegas, and I've also been to Florida. And when I went to all three of those places, I'm just going to primarily, I know I'm talking about traveling, but I'm going to focus on the Americas where I've been there. I have been to other countries. I'm just going to focus on those three. Because in those three, I saw, even though it's in America, you see how different people are there due to either the weather. Like when I went to Florida, it was in February time. It was actually February this year. And it was warm. I mean, there were a couple of days where it was rainy, but it was mainly warm. And you see how the weather, I mean, just one of the days we went just on a walk around, and there was a literal gecko, like bright green red crest, sitting on just a bit of fence, basking in the sun. And most of the people in there were just walking past it like it was normal for them. I was just like really interested because you got to see that there were alligators over there, ospreys, and you got to swim with manatees. And then when you went to Vegas, that was more obviously Vegas is a massive casino complex, but there was not. I mean, maybe in the desert there would have been. However, there was more. It wasn't as dense with wildlife. I mean, Florida was more of a, from my perspective, you got more nature around. But yeah. And then when I went to LA, it was how again, there wasn't much wildlife around, but the different ways the different buildings were. I mean, we went to Vegas, there was the Hard Rock, which had this massive guitar as the sign. And then where I went to LA, I went to Mammoth Little Shelter, which had this stork as the sign. And then you see how it's just how different, diverse the cultures are, how different, diverse people are, how it's shaped them, how they think differently. And that's what I wanted to say. When I'm, traveling the world, is how you see different perceptions, how people view the world differently, how you have a different view on reality, and everyone has a different view on reality. But that was what I wanted to discuss, just how the world has shaped people and the weather and environment. It's just so many different things shape different perceptions. So that was my take on that.